Well, all right now, people. How's it going there? It's pouring down rain this morning, but we got about a 20-minute break in between the showers, if you know what I mean. And if you watch my video there where I made a stool chainsaw carving, and also I also made an animated firewood film with this wood, and there was one other, cutting down the ash trees. If you follow the channel, you might have remembered this stuff. Now, if you watch that ash tree video, there was a part of that log that was laying down on the ground there, and it was a little punky for me, and I went ahead and cut it up into some sections and raised it up off the ground there, and just in case I needed it later. Well, things are getting a little bit funky today, and say what you will, but I don't like seeing wood go to waste. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull that stuff out of the woods today and split it up and stack it for next year. And now this can be some fire pit wood for me, or I'll even burn it in my fireplace. We'll see. But I'll probably get some moisture readings on this wood and see how it looks right now. Now it's pouring down rain today, so it's pretty wet. But I think this wood will probably dry out pretty fast. I put it underneath my porch where it won't get any rain, so it can't really act like a sponge. It's going to be bone dry all year. So I think by next fall we'll take another moisture reading on it, and it'll probably be light as a feather and bone dry and some really good tinder there to get the fire going. And I wouldn't even mind burning it in my own fireplace. You know, if you know me, I burn anything. So let me get a moisture reading on this, and we'll see. And maybe later this fall, I'll check it out again for you guys just to see how crazy it is. And the thing with this kind of wood is as long as it's dry, and now this is just water that's seeping in. It's not sapwood that's naturally saturated in the wood. It's just some water that's been seeping in. So I think when you split this wood and set it aside, it'll blow out of there real fast. So what I'm saying is, with this type of wood, when you throw it in the fireplace and step back across the room and look at it, it just looks like a log in the fire that's burning. You'll never know that it's a little bit of a punky, spalted out ash tree. It just looks like a pretty log that's on fire. So I don't mind it at all personally, but that's just me. So anyways, let's get on with splitting this stuff, and I will take a moisture reading and tell you what that said, and we can come back and check it later this year. Okay, now here's that wood, and you can see it's a little bit interesting to look at now. And remember that it is raining today, and that wood looks a little bit wet there, so it'll dry out just fine, no problem. But I'm looking forward to burning that stuff. Now it's going to sit under my porch there, where it won't be getting any moisture on it for the rest of the year. So we'll take a look at that later this year, and I think that'll be some nice little firewood. Okay, I just went out with my moisture meter here and took some quick readings on that wood, and it's reading 20 to 25% on the parts that are dry that weren't in the rain. Now, I did put it on one piece that was in the rain, and it shot up over 40%, so I mean that's kind of a given. It was sitting out in a thunderstorm all night, and it was soaking wet, and I didn't really realize it, but I stuck it in there, and that was one of those pieces. So the ones that I got into the middle of there, they were reading only 20 to 25% right now. So by next fall, that stuff's going to be some good dry tinder. And I like having those nice dry ash logs around because I'll throw that in there first right on top of my kindling, and I mean the fire just gets going so easy, and you get a coal bed and everything, and then you can just go from there. So there you go, we can check it later in the year, but it's really almost dry now and it's about ready to burn. By the time that rainwater and just kind of that ambient moisture evaporates out of there, it'll be ready immediately, and you could throw it in a fire pit right now, that type of wood. So anyways, I went ahead and stacked it up because, you know, I sell my really good wood, and I need a lot of wood to burn for myself, so when I start burning in early October and everything, I'll just start burning all this stuff, and I collect all kinds of wood, and by the end of the season, I'll be looking for some dry wood, and, you know, this is a good way to get started and something to kind of, you know, something to kind of chew on there for a while. So that's what I'm doing here today. Thank you for watching.